Okay, YouTube, I'm here to talk to you guys. My name's Eddie, otherwise known as N the Fed Guy. I have a Tumblr, and I have a Twitter. Everybody follows me on this. I'm an outspoken libertarian, and I'm here to talk to you about certain things concerning libertarian views as opposed to conservative views, and everything else in between. In this YouTube channel, I'm going to be covering certain things. I'm going to be covering libertarian views, libertarian oppositions. We're going to be covering everything. But the first thing I'm going to base down is I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about the libertarian myth, and that being that all libertarians hate government. I can certainly see why a lot of people say we hate government. Now, that isn't to say that we want the government to burn down to the ground or we want to see the White House in ashes. We certainly do not want to see anything happen catastrophically on a domestic front at all to our government. As a matter of fact, the thing is, we love our government. Well, we love our country. Let me go ahead and say that. We love our country, but we do not love the current role of government. By that I mean, to understand how we base our views, let me explain to you a little bit about something. We can be fiscally conservative, we can be socially liberal on certain things. We can say things like, I support the Second Amendment, and I don't think that anybody should ever infringe upon our rights, which I strongly believe. But I also believe on a social level that we should allow marriage equality because people have a right to be happy and a right to be whoever it is they want to be with. Again, I say that, we have different views on certain things. I strongly believe in the Second Amendment. I believe that marriage equality should be something that this country needs. I personally think that the government should not go around and intrude on other people's lives by means of anything. And on that note, I will say one thing concerning my personal views about libertarianism. When it comes to a matter of religion, I believe everybody has a right to practice any sort of philosophical religious views they want to follow. Now, what I don't believe in the government actually making laws or imposing laws on a religious standfront. One being marriage equality. I understand how people will say it's a sin. I understand how people will say it's wrong from a religious standpoint, but it is not the government's role to enforce morality on people, because not everybody happens to be Christian. I myself happen to be a Buddhist. And by that well, the Buddhist philosophies. So anyway, getting back to the nature at hand, the fact that we hate government, or the fact that people have this idea that we hate government, is totally absurd. I mean, we fight so hard for these rights. We fight for the fact that we don't want the government to intrude us with warrantless searches, and that we believe that that people should follow the Constitution. We fight so hard for everybody to understand that the Constitution is law, that we, in a sense, do not want chaos. We want a structure. I want an actual government. The government should also not come in and tell us what we can and cannot smoke or do with our own bodies. So long as we're not harming anybody else, I strongly believe that we should be able to do as we please. We strongly believe that the Federal Reserve should be abolished, and by that I do mean that we need currency reform. We cannot continue to go through Keynesian economics where we print and print and print and cause mass inflation. If we keep doing that, we're only going to lead to an economic downfall. I want a structured government so long as they're not breaking constitutional rights or being intrusive on our privacy. We believe in a government where you can have the right to do as you please, but also have structure where things such as murder, rape, assault, and things like that, they don't necessarily have to be, they go without saying that they're a felony, that they're going to be committed by, that they're going to be punishable by law because of. So, wrapping up, libertarians do not hate government. You can be a libertarian yourself, you may not even know it. As a matter of fact, I know some people who, they don't necessarily have to put labels on it, because we have to get away from this left-right paradigm. Because if we don't, we're only giving ourselves the illusion of choice on certain aspects. And that only further divides us. So I will say one thing, wrapping it up, libertarians do not hate government. We love our country so much that we want our government changed. We want a government reform, in other words. Other than that, this is my first video. Sorry it's not the best video. I will be posting more. I will be posting things concerning the Second Amendment. I will be posting things concerning current issues and events. Other than that, I really wish you would subscribe. I really wish you would give me any sort of comments or rates or anything you want to do. Just click the like below or wherever it is nowadays, and just I'll see you guys next time.